Hello, I'm known from nowhere, and I'm still setting up a thing or two. Before we get started, I apologize for yesterday. My computer had a technical issue, and I couldn't stream yesterday. But it was just one of those things where it's like, off and on, a good day of rest, being kind of sick. I'm kind of still sick now. Oh yeah. There we go. Put that there. Oh my gosh. It's really weird. Sometimes before I start streaming, I get really nervous, and it's just like, we've been doing this for too long to be nervous. It's like, yeah, true, but it's just one of those things where it's like, after I get through a playthrough of a game, it's always so hard to just like start over on a new game. Like I normally feel like this whenever I beat like Mario Galaxy or like Sunshine or like any game that I'm really locked into for a long time. For like 20 hours, and now it's just like, wow, the game's over. We should start again. And another part of me is like, no, we don't start again. We gotta move on to the next game. I keep going. Thank you, Bobby. That's the prototype for our little tuber right now. I don't have any facial expressions. I only got the talking and some idle animations. Well, no, like crazy extensions or other stuff. And I'm working on. Oh, wait, I almost forgot to start the Twitch thing. There we go. Now the Twitch doodad is started. Hello to the Twitch. Even though no one really watches on the Twitch. I almost forgot to hit that button. I can't remember who it was, Bobby. I remember there was somebody else that used to watch a lot too. That wasn't you, but it was somebody else. I already forgot them. But it was one of those things to where it was like right before I dropped like the model, like 2 weeks before it was almost done. It was like I got one of those comments from like one of my old viewers, like before I was at like 100, and they were like, yeah, I'll watch you for a long time, but you kind of fell off in your mid now. And it's just like, bro, why even bother putting this in a message? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I can only see this being hurtful, and this isn't like constructive at all. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to say mean things, but it's like, bro, you took the time to type this out and send it to me. You don't belong on the internet. Anyways, but it was just one of those things where I'm like, I don't get it. I want to continue. I want to start new. Where do we leave off? We left off here. But I want to start new. Save files. So we have save file 1, 2, 3. Are we on 3? Or are we on 1? I don't know. They always update the game, and I'm like, well, time for a new save. Which slime do I want? I want Puddle Boy. Where's Puddle Boy? There he is. Look at him. He's a droopy little feller. Shauna, hello! Yes, it always makes my day a little bit better when people stop by and they say hello, even though they don't have all the time in the world. Barrels disable. No. Enable. Disable tars. Tars are annoying. 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 They are annoying. Annoying. I can't speak. I can't speech today. But I can't really speech a lot anyways. Shauna, I saw your comment on the short that I made, and I thought it was so funny, and I'm like, I wonder if Shauna realizes that's not a baby, that's a little person. And it was just one of those funny things. It was like, I'm like, if I ever get the chance and she drops by, I'm like, I'll let her know that that was not a baby, that was in fact a little person in the game. But anyways, after a long day of slime ranching, Beatrix LeBleu, I know I can't say her last name, I apologize, was enjoying a cool glass of carrot juice as she watched the sun set across the slime seas. Suddenly a boat arrived at her dock, with nothing inside but a mysterious letter. I can do this better, hold up. You ready for this? You're not about to see this plot twist. All right, I'm about to twist your plot so hard.
You have explored the far, far ranch, from the dust shores of the dry reef to the farthest reaches of the perilous glass desert. But there are worlds yet uncharted, Beatrix. Blah, blah, blah. Rainbow Island awaits you. Climb aboard if you're ready for a new adventure. Beatrix excitedly boarded the boat and it took her across the slime sea. Eventually, she saw an island unlike any on the far, far ranch. Mountains, trees, grasses, all in array that danced and moved like a dream. As she explored, she found an abandoned conservatory overlooking the rest of the island. Curiously, it was equipped with everything a slime rancher like her would ever need to wrangle slimes. Start a farm and build a gadget. And so, a new adventure begins. Beatrix tightens her boots, readied her backpack, and set out to explore the Rainbow Island and uncover its many mysteries. Ooh! I love that this looks like a Game Boy and that I still have the voice on. Hold up. Let me stop puffing helium.
Okay, we're back. We're back to factory standard. You can jump and you can sprint. Come here, little you. You know, there were so many games I wanted to play today, and it was like, oh man, I'm like, do I want to play this? Do I want to play that? I'm like, if I play this, no one's gonna watch. And it's one of those things where it's like, man, no one ever wants to watch prototype gameplay because it's like a kajillion billion years old. I mean, like, who wants to watch me eat people? Let's be honest. Or like tear a man in half. I don't know why I tried doing that. I knew that wouldn't work, yet I did it anyways. Yeah. I want to play with a controller or the mouse and keyboard. I'm having a moment where I'm like, controller or mouse and keyboard? We got to figure out how we want to do our ranch. You know, we got to think a little bit. We got to use some critical thinking skills real quick and be like, what kind of slimes do we want? Do we want boom slimes? Do we want carrot slimes? Do we need rock and other plort for like gadgets and upgrades? Let's see what kind of plort we need. We need the phosphorus. We need tabby. We need the standard stuff. All right. And we need to be able to make gadgets, warp tech. Is this the right way? No. I gotta go up. I feel bad because today and yesterday I didn't stream as much as I should have. Like, I didn't stream at all yesterday because my computer had a stroke, and it's like, well, there's nothing I can do about that. And today I'm just like, I can't breathe. Like, the humidity is killing me. You know what I should do? I should definitely just plug in my dehumidifier and just start taking out some of the humidity because it is unbearable. Give me a second because I'm having a hard time breathing. I'll be back in a minute. I'm so sorry. I know I literally just started, but it's like I need to breathe. I need air. I'm back. I had to climb behind the refrigerator to reach the outlet. Oh, I do need air. All right. You know, I feel like it sucks being me in the sense of like I have like respiratory issues, but they're not like bad enough, thankfully, thank God, you know, to where it's like, oh man, like he needs like special conditions or anything. But it's not good enough to where it's like I can just like ignore all, you know, other stuff. You know what I mean? It's like the difference between like, oh man, like mental illness and like cancer, to where it's like, oh man, they have cancer, I feel so horrible for them. And it's just like something that's just like really inconvenient, and it's like, just suck it up. It's just like, oh my god, it's like I can't breathe. All right, I need to breathe. All right, air is kind of something I need. I know it's wild to just like compare two things, but it's just like, it's just, there's something I think about it sometimes. It's just like, gosh, I'm like, I have like health issues, but they're not worse enough to where anyone's gonna be like, it's okay, I understand. It's always just like, wow, you're a real baby, aren't you? And it's like, I'm not being a baby, I swear. It's just, breathing is really hard some days, and today it's extra hard. And it's one of those things where anyone who knows me, it's just like, ain't that bad. Do you have an inhaler? And it's like, no, I don't have an inhaler. I used to have an inhaler, but the doctors were like, it isn't worse enough to not need an inhaler. And then there's days where I'm like just gasping. But I'm not asthmatic. Or I am kind of asthmatic, but it's not like I need a rescue inhaler. But it's worse enough to where it was like, if you cut grass, I can't go outside. That's it. Like, I just can't. Like, I remember, I think it was like a summer ago, I took a part-time job just like doing landscaping, and I just couldn't eat after I was done. I couldn't drink. My throat was so swollen, I just couldn't get food down my throat. And it was just one of those things where it's like, if I tell people about that, they're like, oh my gosh, that's really bad. But if I go to the doctors and they're like, you could definitely get food down your throat. It's irritated, but you could definitely get food down your throat. And it's just like, yeah, I'd prefer not jamming food down my throat when it's like the size of a straw. You ever tried jamming a cheeseburger through a straw? Let me tell you, it does not work. Also, I see you there, Switchy. What do I want to make first? Do I need a garden or do I need a coop? Do I need a silo? Do I need an incinerator? I think I just need to make just like a standard goofy-all garden. Oh my gosh. How do you even slime Rancher at the beginning? I'm having a moment where it's like, you know, I'm just gonna dump these rabbits here. They'll hop about. I like the grass too. That's the worst part. I like plants and wildlife. They just don't like me. My body don't like them. Me as a person, I love them. Apparently there's this thing called plant talk, and it was just one of those things where I'm like, what is this? And it's like, oh yeah, it's just people talk about plants and gardening tips and all this stuff. And I was watching it for like ever yesterday while my computer was having a stroke, because it's like sometimes you gotta let it rest, you gotta let it sit. And it's just one of those things where it's like, dang, I'm like, I love plants. But like, you ever see those trees with all the really pretty flowers on it? And it's like, wow, it's really amazing. And there's a many variety of trees to where they bloom and they have flowers on them and they're all beautiful. But I look at that tree, you know what I see? That's a full 48 hours of not breathing. And then I always have to like walk around. Like somebody that lives near me has a tree like that in their front yard, and I can't walk past their house. I just can't. And I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so pretty, but at the same time, it's like, I know the moment I start walking close to it, it's just like, I can't breathe. Oxygen disappears. Trying to remember which one of these guys eats fruits. I know the pink ones eat everything. Yeah, that's right. Eat it, you little pigs. Eat my... What are these? Pogo fruit? I was gonna say pogo berries. He's literally dodging all of them. Fine, don't eat them. I don't care. We got a stone hen. I think the stone hens are better than the normal hens. Just because, if you feed the slime their favorite thing, they'll poop out 2 instead of 1. And if you give them the stone hen... No slime's favorite food is... Whatchamacallits. Normal hens. The pogo berries. You know what's funny? There was like, I forget which stream it was, but I was just like talking about like some of the funny things my body do, and somebody in the chat was like, I can't remember who it was. It was like, yeah, you should go to a doctor, and it's just like, doctors cost money, you know that, right? It's like, you should go see a medical professional. It's only like, nah. I'm good. I don't need none of them medical professionals. What is 8 years at a college gonna do with intense study? That barely qualifies them for anything, let's be honest. No, but seriously though, I definitely do need a doctor at some point. At some point, maybe not now. I'm not sure if you guys live in America, but whenever you call an ambulance, they charge you insane amount of money. And there's this meme to where it's like Americans, whenever an ambulance is called, it's like they could be gushing out blood. They could have like dislocated, broken bones. And if it's like, I'll call an ambulance, immediately the person will stand up and be like, nope, I'm good, I'm fine. And they'll start like popping everything in like as fast as they can, or like trying to stop the bleeding, and then they'll just run off. And I gotta be honest, I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. I like fried chicken, honestly. Chicken on the grill is really good, but like fried chicken is a different thing. I'm trying to... Okay, I need you glowy boys for some things. Not a lot of things, just some things. So here's my thought. We're gonna get a chicken pen, all right? And if we get the chicken pen first... Wait a second. I'm throwing out the cat. Wait, can I even take care of... No, I can't even take care of the cat yet. But, when slimes eat, they make plore. Cash out. Engage in capitalism today. I really wish there was a setting to be like, make slimes not eat plort, you know? Be that. How much money do I have? Not enough money. That is my answer. There is not enough money yet. I want to cough out my lungs so bad right now. I cannot express to you how much I do. Also, are you on the team cat or team dog? I like team cat. I've been bit one too many times by dogs. Just because everyone around me are just such crappy dog owners. It's where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to take care of a dog. I don't want to deal with a dog. I like dogs, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm like, ugh, I hate dogs. Or it's like, man, I had one bad experience and it's like bad. No, it's a bunch of bad experiences. And I've also had dogs, and I've loved the dogs I've had. Problems and all. But it's just one of those things where I'm like, I'm just so over dogs. I don't want to take care of them. I don't want to walk them. I don't want to pick up to poop. I mean, like, a lot of people are like, owning a pet is wonderful and it's magical and it really is. But it's like, yo, I don't want to pick up another dog poop. I don't want to go through another really long training session with a dog, telling it not to go up on the counter, or retraining a new dog onto, like, not chase cars, don't chase people, don't bite people. Training's a lot of effort, and it's a thing that never stops with the dog too. And I have so many people that live around me that, like, got dogs and they just don't train them. If it's like you got a 5-pound dog, or like it's 4 pounds, it's like, honestly, you can get away not training your dog. But if it's like you got like a German Shepherd or something, you got a dog that can do damage, and it's just like, and you don't train it, it's bad. And I like cats, you know, they poop in a box, you give them water, you scoop it. I don't gotta go outside in the rain to train the cat to poop in the box. The cat just knows to poop in the box. And it's nice. Would I want another cat after my current cat goes? No, I don't think so. I'm tired of scooping poop out of a box too. I think I'm just kind of at that stage in my life where I'm just like, I'm over having pets. I've had pets for a long time. I love them all, but it's one of those things where I'm like, if I had to get another pet, it would be a cat. And I would like to not, wait a second, poop. I just don't want to pick up poop, honestly. That's the moral of the story. I don't want to pick up any more poop, and I don't want to do no more training. Also, I've been bitten by a bunch of times. Not even like by my own dog, just like other people's dogs. And it's also one of those things too, it's like if you don't train your dog right and it attacks somebody, they can just sue you. They get your money and your dog gets put down. And it's just sad. I've seen it happen and it sucks. Wait a second, I need to sell this. I need money! Alright. I wonder if there's a get-rich-quick scheme in Slime Rancher. I mean, like, there has to be, right? I'm so excited for next month when Slime Rancher version 1 comes out, full release. Pancake or waffles? Waffles. Pancakes are great. Waffles, I think I just like them better. Honestly, I feel like it depends on the mood. Like, if I'm making it at home, pancakes. And if I'm at a diner, pancakes. But if it's Waffle House, it's waffle every time. It's waffle every time at the Waffle House. Waffle House has such amazing batter. And I love it so much. And pancakes, I have a whole scheme on how I cut them. Every time I go out to a diner and like somebody sees me doing it, like my friends or anything, I eat pancakes in such a weird manner to where wait, hold up. You know, for once I can actually show you, because I've had this conversation in like a stream really long ago. I can actually show you how I would eat a pancake. And it's the most like surgical, insane way to eat a pancake. And it's like, why? No one. Why would you eat a pancake like that? That's like absolutely insanity. Fried chicken and waffles do go together. And never forget that fact, ever. All right, hold up. Wait, I can show you. We're gonna save it and exit just so I can show you real quick. All right, we're gonna speed run this. We're gonna speed run this super fast. Open up my drawing app. Get my pad. New image. Open. Give me a second. Make it black. Turn the opacity down. grayed out a little bit so it isn't just blasting your eyes. Here we go. Here we go. All right. The most insane way I eat it. All right. We'll just get the circle tool because I don't feel like drawing a circle. All right. We got our pancake, right? Here's our really crappy pancake. And this is like why everyone always talks to me whenever I eat pancakes. And they're like, why do you eat it in the most insane way? So what I do is I take my knife. I make incisions along the pancake, making sure I go through 2 or 3 of the stack of pancakes, all right, that you would get. All right, and you may be like, this is insane. Why are you just putting like surgical marks through your pancake? And it makes a lot more sense, all right? Then I would then cover it in syrup, all right? Wait, can I get like a fun tool just to like, I'm sure I can do this. What's a syrup color? That looks like a very syrup color, doesn't it? Put that down, put that up. We cover it in syrup, right? Right there, we got the syrup. But you see, a lot of times with the design of a pancake, it rolls off, and I hate that. I hate that so much. But with this, a little bit of syrup gets trapped inside the pancake, and it goes down to the next layer of pancake that's below the top one. Because when you put syrup on, you always have to reapply, and I hate reapplying. It's redundant. I hate it so much. And then, here's the best part, all right? I start cutting it up. And this is why everyone's just like, this is the most insane way to eat pancakes. I just start taking sections out of the middle, you know? I'll cut here, and I'll make a little triangle here, and I'll take an entire just like, and I'm cutting through 3 stacks, by the way, of pancakes. So I'm doing like little cuts, but it goes all the way down to the plate. And I get this big fat, like, it'll look something like this, to where I just got like this little chunk, and it's just like that, and it's covered in syrup. Whoops, wait. And it's magical. And let me get my little fork. See, and it's sitting on my fork, and it's perfect. It's perfect. See, it's got the 3 stacks. It's got syrup on the top, and I have bits without syrup on them. And it's the perfect bite every time, consistently, throughout eating the pancake. And a lot of people are like, why do you eat it like this? And it's like, that's because it's the correct way to eat the pancake, all right? Every time. It doesn't matter if you got a 2 stack of pancakes, or you just got 2 of them, or you got 3 of them. It goes through all of them, and you get to enjoy no syrup, with a lot of syrup, and medium syrup, all right? And a lot of people are like, well, I don't like it when the pancake absorbs the syrup. And it's like, well, you ate it too slow. That's a skill issue. You weren't hungry enough. You didn't want it enough. You eat it fast enough. And then this is how you eat pancakes. Honestly, like next time you go out, just like 3 surgical cuts, pour a little bit syrup on top, and then you just start eating from the middle out. Perfect. It's so perfect. All right, now I'm going to close this. I don't need to save this. That's the visual aid. That's like one of those things where I'm like, dang, I'm like, I wish I had visual aids for you, because I'm like trying to describe the insanity of it. With words alone does not do it. And I like the reaction, Abby, and I like that you typed it out, the what, because that's the reaction I get every time I eat pancakes. It's just like, what are you doing, no one? What are you doing to your pancakes? And I'm like, I'm surgically taking them apart for maximum enjoyment. So I get almost the perfect bite every time. This is a very strange conversation. If you are watching a stream and you're not having a strange conversation, the streamer has fouled you. They have fouled you. Well, I don't want to say they fouled you. I mean, like, they could be more about the gameplay, which is important. But also, I'm all about them strange conversations that make you go, like, I've never even thought of this before. And another thing I like to do with pancakes is if you make them yourself at home and you make them really thin, they cook really fast, and then you can roll up the pancake to make it a cylinder, and then you can get like a little cup, fill it with syrup, and then you can just start dunking it and eating it. And you can eat it, a pancake, in like, I was gonna say like less than 30 seconds if you're in a rush. And I love it so much. You just prep a bunch of pancakes the day before, you reheat them, you roll them up, and then you just like dunk them in syrup, and then you just slam them super fast. You know what I hate most? And it's like, talking about rolling circles, circular food, is people who fold their pizzas. If I ever catch you folding your pizza, I don't want to say I have to throw hands with you, but we're gonna have a few choice words, all right? Never fold your pizza. And a lot of people are like, oh, see, that's because the pizza's greasy and I want to get the grease off. Or it's like, I use napkins to get the grease off. It's like, yeah, cheese is full of grease. It's a pizza. It's gonna be greasy. And if it's super greasy, you got your pizza at the wrong place. You went to a pizza chain or like a restaurant, they just messed up their cheese blend. Honestly, that is not good pizza if you're like, I gotta take the grease off. All right, it's not a good pizza. I'm gonna be honest with you, Switchy. If you're wearing real J's and you're paying $400 for shoes, it's wrong. I think it's just wrong to pay $400 for shoes. To me, paying $400 for shoes is highway robbery. One of my relatives were like, yeah, I got my gaming headset. And I'm like, how much was it? Is it really nice? And they're like, yeah, it was $600. And I'm like, when they told me that, I almost threw up. I almost threw up. They were like, you paid $600 for a headset. A headset. Does this headset let you, you know, I don't know, perchance let you just win every game or something? I'm like, $600 for a pair of... I'm out of breath just thinking about paying $600 for a headset. But before we go on to the headset, yo, I was joking. No, paying for fake J's, you should pay for fake J's, all right? You get all the style and you get to keep your freaking money. As long as they're made well and they're not gonna fall apart the first time it rains. Moral of the story is, wear stuff that's comfortable, wear stuff that's cheap. You don't gotta pay $600 for designer. Designers for people who own oil rigs and doctors and people who are vain and dumb and that will pay for it. Be smart with your money. Buy something comfortable. Buy stuff you like. Wait for the sale. Like, I got a pair of shoes. They're great. They're hiking boots. And they're just what I wear now. Because I'm like, I don't want to wear sneakers. They fall apart. They disintegrate on me. I'm like, just hiking boots. I wear them all the time. Wear them everywhere. I shouldn't say hiking boots. They're advertised as hiking boots, but they're just boots. And it's great because I live someplace that's just like super muddy and super just like gross. And I paid $60 for them. And they're made well. They are. I mean, like, I went and I found a bunch of boots and the stitching to where... So, you know how your laces connect to your shoes and they got those little loops? Like, half the boots I looked at, the loops that keep the laces on your shoes were just thread and stitching. And I'm like, thread and stitching is really good. But it's gotta be really good thread if you're just making that the foothold for my laces. Or it was like a piece of fabric with, goodbye, Witchy. It's gotta be a piece of fabric. It was like either like, it was like a piece of leather and they had like 4-hole punch in the piece of leather. And then it was stitched to the shoe and that's what the laces went through. And I'm like, yo, I'm like, this is literally not tied down by any like metal brackets or anything. And I'm like, this is advertised as like a hiking boot. And this is like a style boot. There's no way in hell I'm hiking in something where it's held together by thread. No adhesive, no extra bonding. It's just like, yep, minimal threading, not ideal, not. Hello, Godzilla, and welcome. I see you over there. Talking about my boots. Boots. But I found a good pair of boots, you know. And that's the hardest part, is finding when you're looking for boots. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. Or I'm not out of breath, I'm lightheaded. I feel like I always play Slime Rancher on the days that I just can't talk. Yeah, I wanted to get back to Slime Rancher before they dropped version 1 of Slime Rancher. Because they're dropping version 1 of Slime Rancher, you know, full release, full game next month. I kind of just wanted to keep playing Slime Rancher and being bad at this game. Alright, now I can upgrade the chicken coop. High walls, spring grass. What does this one do? Alright, give me the Vitamizer. You know, I have a hen and I have a rooster. Come on. Make the chickens. Do it. Get out of the corner. Get over there. Get your man. Get your man. Get in there. No! Stop walking into the wall! God, they both love frickin' licking drywall. Stop it. Stop it. Get together. Oh yeah, I learned that the hard way from Slime Rancher 1, not making my pens high enough or putting roofs on them. Also, Godzilla, you missed it. We had a full conversation about pancakes and the way I eat them and the messed up ways I eat them. It was peak. It was amazing. It made you go, why? Why would you do that? I may just turn it into a short, honestly. Because it's one of those most insane things, and I just want people to know how ludicrous I eat sometimes. Not as in ludicrous I eat, as in like, oh my gosh, he ate 50 bags of chips. No, I mean like ludicrous as in like, why would you eat a chip in that manner? You ever just think to yourself, I want a bag of popcorn? There was this really funny image, and I gotta find it on my phone. It was really funny. Hold up. I like how my mind was like, bag of popcorn, hold up, funny phone thing. I made sure to, wait. Yeah, it's a picture of a frog, and the captions are, I got that ADHD, attention deficit, hold up, is that a frog? It's perfect. It sums it all up. Sums all of it up. The frogs with the hoppity hops. You know what I miss doing? I miss catching frogs. You may be like, what do you mean catching frogs? So when I was really young, there was a lake near me, and yeah, I know the lake moved away. It was tragic, but there was a lake and there was bullfrogs in it. And what I like to do was I'd like to catch the bullfrogs. You know, I'd hear them, and then I just get down on all fours, and then I just sneak up on them, and I just jump out, and I just snag them before midair before they got in the water. My parents were just like, "How do you do this?" And I walk up, and I'd be like, "Look, I caught a frog." And then I'd like hold on to it for like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe, never too long. And then I just put it by the water and let it just hop away. I mean, like, it must have been crazy stressful for the frogs looking back on it, but honest to God, I really miss catching them. I don't think I could do it now, but it must be insane just like having a kid and then just like letting them just walk around and then they just come up to you and they're like, look, I caught frog. Really do like how their skin felt too. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't like getting my hands dirty in any way, shape, or form. Like, if there is the smallest sense of like slickness, stickiness, anything on my hands, it drives me absolutely insane. Like, I want to scream insane. Which is why I normally carry around a bunch of little alcohol prep pads to wash my hands whenever I need to. Especially when I go to the arcade. I don't go to the arcade as much anymore because I'm not as... what's the words I'm looking for? I was gonna say healthy, but I'm just not as mobile as I used to be. With joint issues now. But it's one of those things where it's like I would have like... dozens of, not a dozen, a dozen of like alcohol prep pads in my pocket just to make sure that whenever I touched a machine, if my hands got sticky or I just felt gross, I could just clean. Upgrades, here we go. So, resource harvester. I always messed up my other playthroughs of Slime Rancher 2 by not getting this one first. Oh, I just realized it takes my money too. Shoot. I messed up. I messed up bad. Kind of, sort of. I didn't mess up. Oh. Reproducing. Finally. Takes the chicken so freaking long. What I need to do is I need to make money, and I always hate trying to make money at the beginning of the game, because trying to make money at the beginning of Slime Rancher is always such a freaking challenge. If I thinks to myself, there is resources here. Is there any more, y'all? You know what I need to do? I need to get rid of these guys. These pink guys, I don't need them. I don't know why I have like 20 pink. Oh, that's why I have 20 pink slimes in my inventory. I really was thinking to myself, I'm like, why do I have like 7 pink slimes in my bag? Oh, it's because they just keep flying in there. That's right. I'm just going to put you in there for a soak. You should go over to, inland in front. If you go left, you can go around. Oh, yeah, I know. Kind of, sort of. No, I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Who knows what I know? I don't know a lot. But I got the map, you know. I like how this whole area... At first, it's really overwhelming in Slime Rancher 2, this whole area, because it's just like... Why is it so just, like, intricate? Slime Rancher 1 was like, you can go right, you can go straight, and you can go left. Here, it's like multi-levels, a kajillion billion secrets, and a bunch of annoying crap. Where art thou? Where art thou? Resource drops. How do I charge up this doodad? And I'll figure it out later. I want you. Hold up. I'm gonna swap the controller real quick. Options, controllers. I want to change the suck and blow buttons. Where's suck and blow? Invert, mouse smoothing, backpack hold enabled, controller hold, inputs, springs. Where's the suck and blow? Where's suck and where's blow? Swap sticks, controller vibrate, 1. Dead zones, enable controller, yada 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 yada. No. Change. No. Wait, did I mess that up? Yes, I did. No. Suck, yes. Blow, yes. Applied. There we go. That's what it was originally in Slime Rancher 1 for the suck and blow. Was, I suck with the right trigger and I blow with the other one. I've been saying suck and blow a lot. Blow. If you say suck and blow weird enough, it almost sounds like it's French. Unfortunately, I'm not good enough to do it. You in your own room can try and sound French while saying suck and blow really quick. Suck and blow. Suck and blow. Suck and blow. If you say it fast enough, it could be a different language. Could I make my own language? I could make my own language. Would I remember my own language? Probably not. Whoever makes the rules at the school decided I wasn't smart enough for language. And so I don't know. I do need to get the frickin' slime teleporters made. You know, one thing I don't like about this game compared to the first one, that even if you upgrade the garden for Slime Rancher 2 to like its max, oh, there's a clanker. Mods, destroy the clanker. Mods, disassemble him and show him his own user manual. It's okay, Godzilla. Take your time. There we go. Thank you, Godzilla. I appreciate it. How does it feel? Your first clanker slain. Does it feel good? Do you feel the might of the banhammer? Is it exhilarating? Is it everything you ever thought it was gonna be? The bonk hammer. The love for said bonk hammer. Yeah, I wish I could sacrifice other slimes to the big slimes, because I would like to just think about how gruesome that would be. Instead of feeding them like 50 carrots, you just feed them like 50 pink slimes. Oh, great large one, I sacrifice these fireflies to you in your great name. May you bring us a plentiful harvest. Oh. Whoops. Forgot I swapped the buttons. I like how my brain got used to the buttons being the other way, and now I got to get used to the buttons not being that way. If those words made sense at all. You can do that to one slime. Wait, are you serious? I can feed one slime other slimes in this game? But only one of them in a very specific situation? I like how in Slime Rancher 1, if you walk around picking up floor in the wild, it's just a waste of time. But in like the second one, it's such a huge thing you can do. Especially in the starting zone where literally they're all just crapping their brains out in the middle of a field. I mean, Big Slime Tabby. Wait, I can feed slimes other slimes? Or hunters? Are you serious? Or are you just talking about the chickens? Feeding them a mountain of chicken bones to appease the gods. Oh, great, mighty, and powerful Zeus, smite my enemies. They don't... Ugh. Do you think people still pray to Zeus? Is that like a thing? No, I'm pretty sure one giant slime can be fed other slimes. Is that cannibalism if one slime eats another slime? And I don't mean the floor, I mean like, if I were to have this bunny slime straight up be devoured by this big pink bunny slime. To the moon! Plop. God, the bunny slimes are so adorable. I don't want to say the reason I like Slime Rancher 2 more is because of the funny bunny slimes, but the funny bunny slimes, they're so freaking adorable. No, it's not as gruesome as, like, you know, watching one animal tear another animal apart. They're slimes, so it's just kind of just like mixing drink at the bar. You're just kind of making a slime cocktail, but still. So much more fun to imagine one slime just like sliding down on another one like that right there. And then just one's gone. This game is so cozy. This game is so cozy. It's the cozy-oziest. I hate that most of my early game is literally just me running around doing laps, just collecting resources, though. It's not so much exploration, it's just me just kind of sucking up floor. You know what's crazy to me? I'm not sure if you guys have Netflix or, like, watched it, but there was, like, Wednesday on Netflix, and they did the stupid Netflix, we're gonna drop half the season, and then we're gonna drop the other half later for you guys. Like you all love. And it's one thing to where it's like, they dropped half, and it's like, okay, we're still working on the other half, though, so you guys are gonna have to wait. I can accept that, but it's like, no, we're just completely done with all the shooting and editing and everything. We're just not gonna give it to you. And it makes me want to scream. It makes me want to just, like, jump up and just absolutely do a backflip and then break my neck on failing to do said backflip. I hate it so much because it's like I'd rather binge the whole series at once and then talk about it nonstop for a week than to just be cucked halfway through and then just kind of be bored and then just not be excited about the series at all. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm losing hype for Wednesday right now, like rapidly, after 2 weeks. Don't get me wrong, I love the Atom Family and the Munsters. I like how no one knows what the Munsters are anymore. But But I do because I'm weird. But the monsters are like the Addams Family, but they're more monster. And it's... If you like the Addams Family, you're like the monsters. And they're really old. Like, I think they're like Three Stooges old, where it's like black and white, old, like TV sitcom. But there was always one clip for them that I really like. And like how the family is structured for the monsters, it's similar to the Addams Family, but dad's Frankenstein. And like they have like a werewolf kid, and then like I can't remember the other ones. I just only remember the dad and the werewolf kid. And I just remember in my brain, and I'm like, this is like the hardest quote like ever, and no one ever knows about it, but I do want to talk about it, is like they're having like this moment where it's like the dad's to his son. He's like, son, keep in mind, this is Frankenstein talking to a little wolf man right now. And it's one of those things where it's like, gosh, it's hard to take this seriously. But, I'm trying to like say the words, but I don't want to mess it up. You know, when you're trying to talk about something and you're just like, oh, I want to tell them about this, but I'm like, I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up. And they're going to be like, huh? What? I don't get it, you know? And I'm scared I'm going to mess it up, but I'm just going to go for it. So essentially, he's just like, it doesn't matter if you're short or fat, tall and thin, ugly or pretty, or any weird array of what you look. There's only two things that matter in a person, and that's the size of your heart and the strength of your character. And I'm just like, there's so many days where I'm like, I think about that, and I'm just like, God, I'm like, I could just like absolutely just be like an absolute prick. I could just be the biggest jerk in the world. I could just be the worst version of me. I can be so easily. And then I always have to take that like half second and be like, that's wrong. No matter what the context is, and I shouldn't do it. And I should continue being the best version of me I should be, and not let those other people drag me down to their level of just being an absolute obnoxious jerk. And I live in a place where everyone's just like complete narcissists, self-conscious, not self-conscious. They probably are self-conscious. Actually, no, if they were self-conscious, they wouldn't be so miserable. But I just live in a place that's just so absolutely horrid. Like the contents of these people's characters, and it's just one of those things to where it's like, you should be kind and you should be nice. Yeah, and the golden rule too, and being treated the way you want to be treated. The sad part is I haven't been hit with that a lot in my life, unfortunately. And it's really hard for me to stick to the golden rule sometimes, and I still do stick to it, but it's just one of those things where I'm like, there's been a lot of times in my life to where I'm like, yeah, I'll give you a little bit of help. Yeah, I'll help you with this. And then it's like when it's my turn and I need help from that person, they're just gone. And it sucks. And it hurts every time. And it's just one of those things where I'm like, just because I got hurt doesn't mean I should go out and continue hurting. Because even if you were hurt, like horribly, it doesn't mean you should hurt others. But the biggest part, like, not even like the size of your heart. The thing that really gets me with that quote is the contents of your character. So much. And I love that. Because there is a lot of really horrible people with really weak character that I've met in my life. But it's like, yeah, they're nice. But they're just nice to the people they think that are deserving of being nice to versus than just being nice. Which gets my blood boiling because I'm like, kindness isn't something you pick and you should be picking and choosing. Kindness should just be something you do all around. It should be shared with everybody. Not just who you think should have it. Also, let me get the slime toy up there. What I mean by contents of your character is like... Oh, how do I describe it? I always struggle with defining character. You know what? Let's have Google define it. What is character and having strength in character? How would Google define it? Define character. The mentality and moral qualities, distinction to an individual. So, character is your morals and mentality. That's what character is. And that's what it means to have strong character. Like you said, like the golden rule. Like someone with weak character would just be like, I don't think I should treat this person the way I should be treated just because I don't like them. And I'm gonna be the first to say, I'm no Jesus. I'm no like absolute saint. I'm the opposite. But I shouldn't say I'm the opposite, but a lot of people like to treat me like the bad guy. Even though I'm the one that's picking them up at like 3 a.m., but it don't matter. Or just doing the insanely nice thing all the time. But it's just one of them things. And that's okay. Also, have you seen Credo on TikTok? If not, look him up. No, I don't like looking up content creators. I really hate that. That's like one of my like 2 rules is like don't come here telling me to look up like random content creators out of like nowhere. Like we may be in the middle of nowhere, but it's like I hate that so much because once one person does it, and if I have like 2 people in the chat, the other person will start talking about it. It's just like, no, I'm like, I don't want to start talking about like this random goofy content creator. I don't want to say like most of the content creators I see people recommend me are like complete but like every time I looked up someone's like, oh my gosh, this guy's great. It's like, it's literally just somebody just trying to plug themselves up. Or it's just like, they're just a horrible human being. Or it's like some stupid goofy like, oh my gosh, this is a Roblox content creator. He's so amazing. And it's just like, no, most of the Roblox content creators are freaking butt. Or pedophiles. Gosh, I'm really starting to just hate Roblox in general. Not even like the game itself, just the community. Yo, you have a message waiting for you at the comm station. I don't want to look at the message at the comm station. It appears I'm not making as much money anymore, so I guess I should attempt to... Whoa. No. Stay away from the chickens. Those aren't for you. All right, high walls. Spring grass? Maybe. Hopefully the high walls will stop them from attempting to jump in there. Oh, that's cool to make it an animatronic that does like a gajillion billion different things. I don't like the idea of someone making an animatronic after playing Five Nights at Freddy's, though, if I'm being honest. Oh, right. I can buy the blueprints now, or the little flags. Okay. I need these. Now, maybe like, no one, those are just flags. You don't need flags. No, no, the flags are important. The flags are very important, all right? Because without the flags, I won't remember where all the doodads are. Like, at all. Gosh. I'm gonna tell you early, too. This stream's gonna be a shorter one today. Only because my throat is definitely closing up and I won't be able to talk as much today. Gosh, I always, every time I rewatch my stuff, like yesterday when I didn't stream, I was rewatching the stuff on my phone, just trying to make like more shorts and just sort through some more of my content. And it was just one of those things where I'm like, oh God, I'm like, I wish I had more energy. I wish I had more like ups and downs, because in my brain, I'm like, I feel like my voice is going up and down, and it's really not. It's like I'm staying monotone. It's like, no, I want to be quiet here and then loud here, you know? I want to... Why does this one look so pretty? Why are you so pretty? Also, it isn't disintegrating. Huh. Wait a second. Water lettuce? The grass of water. And it has a due date. Wait. The only glass of water that has your daily fiber intake. I never really thought about water lettuce just being straight water. No, 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 no. No. All right. Remove crop. Yes. Look at this funny little guy. Boop. Add to cart in Pronto Mart. No, I didn't check what was in the cuckoo corner. Anything good here? Gadget. This oversized sprinkler system is the perfect panic button for dealing with large numbers of tar. Slime toy reduces agitation in nearby slimes, especially ring-tailed slimes who loves to eat trash and do crime. Yes. I definitely want to get some ringtails. But for now, I think I just kind of want to... Well, put you there. My funny little trash can. It's always hard to get those slime toys because the shop's a daily thing and you just gotta check it constantly. I should make a new plot. I should put it over here. We shall make a corral. We shall put a high wall. And we shall get a plort collector. And we'll get a roof on it at some point. I'm still waiting for the... Are you serious? Are you seriously still trying to eat my chickens? Hmm. You know, I've been like, what's the words I'm looking for? I'm looking for words. You ever forget what you're gonna say mid-sentence all the time? Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. I feel like I should just toss these phosphorus slimes out because they are just literally taking up space in my bag. I should explore this way to see what I can find. You know, there was some way to open up like a big gate of some kind. I shouldn't say gate, but there was some type of map event. Okay, now I remember. So there's that key over there. You see that little doodad all the way over there? I gotta feed the Largo. And then something pops up over here, and then I can move on and progress the game. What I need is a large amount of vegetables. We're gonna do a little collection quest. Can I use, yes, I can zoom in. Can I? No, I can't. I was gonna say, I'm like, can I zoom in anymore? No, I just had a thought. What's up with this area up here? Like, there's a big area up here, and I remember unlocking it, but it's so far away from the main ranch. Get away from me. Give me the floor. Give me your floor. Floor, 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 floor. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to just small ball the rabbit. What I mean by small ball is we're just kind of just gonna feed it whatever carrots we can find and water lettuce along the way. Come up here, feed it. And then just kind of continue just trying to get as much floor as we can. Not floor, carrots. There's another 8. 11, 12. Oh, you stupid rabbit. That one ate one of the carrots. Well, I'll take the free floor, but still. Dang rabbit. Took my carrots. Now I just realized something. You ever watch old Looney Tunes and you see, what was his name? Elmer Fudd. He's always just like hunting Bugs Bunny. And then I have this thought to where it's like, wait a second. It's like, why would you even hunt a rabbit with a shotgun? Besides for the sport of it. But I'm trying to imagine myself. I'm like, if I were to run around in the woods all day trying to find a rabbit to shoot, I'm like, when I want to shoot something like a deer or something, you know, something bigger, something I could like actually eat. Because once you blast a rabbit with buckshot, like it's ruined. Like it's more buckshot than rabbit at that point. Get away from the carrots. All these slimes bogarting all the natural resources. Not letting me have any. That's right. Get away from me. You know, it's weird. Slime Rancher 1, it's like, oh, natural resources? You can get them by making these drillers and fracking for them. Or these resource collectors that idly do it over time. You know, it's really nice. And Slime Rancher 2 is like, yeah, just get it yourself. which is nice, but the difference. Wait a sec. Where does this funny cave go? Does this just loop back to my ranch? Yeah, this just loops back to my ranch. But essentially, I'm waiting 20 minutes for resources to spawn, and I gotta collect it myself from multiple different locations versus having the drillers. And I'm not sure if the update's gonna change anything, being like, oh yeah, you can just kind of we got resource gatherers back now, so now you can naturally collect it and you have the resource gatherers. Sleep until morning, I guess. You know what's crazy? Today, I was tempted to do... Oh, there were drills, I'm pretty sure. In this one? I didn't think there were drills in this one. I don't remember there being drills. Did they add drills? I know once they drop the full version of the game, there's going to be... whatchamacalls, they're adding the drones back, so now you can automate your whole like feeding for your slimes, because right now how the game is, once you get like midway to the later parts of this version of Slime Rancher 2, you're essentially spending a lot of your time just feeding your own slimes because they just eat through the food so fast, and you're just moving all the resources yourself, unless you're a wizard with the pipes and magically moving everything crazy fast with like the throwers. I know you want to explode. There we go. I just realized I'm poor again. I only got 4 hundo cash. Be free, my chickens! Fly to freedom! Oh, wait. They don't fly, do they? Well, we live, we learn, we drown a few hens. By accident. Alright, with that, we should now be able to just kind of move along. What was I talking about before? The resources, gathering. Oh, yeah. We're getting drones. And this game needed the drones. I'm gonna drone strike the other slimes that disagree with me. Do the other ranchers think they're so good? They think they're so great. Until I airstrike them. With my drones. Imagine if Slime Rancher had PvP later on. That would be brutal. That would be so over the top and not necessary. When I saw the clanker, I was gonna start screaming. Until I realized I can just bonk it. That is why I gave you the bonk stick. The clanker. I need that. Is there more resources down here? Ooh. Secret cave. Secret tunnel? Secret tunnel cave. The power chip. Fabricate to upgrade to the backpack's power core. What does it do, though? It just says upgrade backpack's power core. Is there any more? No, there's no more jellystone. I'll just grab the jellystone I can. Grab the... What is this stuff called? Deep brine. Is it weird that I want to drink deep brine? You know, just get the taste of it, you know? Just a little bit. I feel like it'd be really salty, or it'd make me go blind because it's so salty. Doesn't a rock salt, if you eat it, makes you go blind? Everybody wants to drink it. You know, if Slime Rancher made a drink and it was literally just water that was just extra viscous and salty and it was just called deep brine, I drink it. I would not lie to you, I would drink it. I'm not gonna go where the ferals are. That's not a wise idea. Gonna walk back with my stuff. Deposit my junk. Actually, no. I even want to deposit. I can deposit here. I don't gotta walk back. You know, I do need to walk back and definitely accumulate some more funds. Give me a second. I can get all of this. I just realized I can make a bunny cat. Can I make a bunny cat? I can make a bunny cat. I'm gonna make a bunny cat. It's gonna be adorable. What color would be a bunny cat be? Would a bunny cat be yellow or would it be gray? Oh, I hope it's a yellow. I want a yellow orange cat. You have a new message waiting for you at the comm station. Aren't I, Mr. Popular? Alright. Before I do that, let me go put this in Pronto March. Check out our available items now. Buy our wares. Alright, upgrades, power core. Augments the pack to have more things. Oh, well, that's what that does. Tank booster. Improve the nano storage technology. You can hold more. I need more jetpack. I don't need the water tank. Extra tank. I definitely want you. A pulse wave. Add a pulse wave emitter featuring your backpack that pushes away slimes whenever you need some personal space. I should put some of the cotton plort in there. Just to have. Put some pink in. And then we'll just sell the rest. Oh, I missed one. Dang it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Boop. Alright, what am I doing? What the heck am I doing? What the hecky am I doing? I just realized we're getting a nice, good flow of chickens now. I think if we get some nice spring grass and all of them starts growing a little faster, and we pick up the pace, we can get some nice chickens going. Wait a second. Let me look at the stock market real quick. So I really hate oh, that is like 6 slurs about robots. Dang, that is a lot of robot slurs. I really hate them wireback copper blood tin skin clankers. Gosh. Copper blood. That's one I haven't heard yet. I'm gonna be honest. I have not heard copper blood, and that is wild. Also, I hate that water cabbage takes 20 years to grow. Literally 20 years. I almost forgot. I gotta toss this stone hen in the coop. Go. Be with your people. Reproduce. Produce. 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 Well, time to spend more of my money on Pronto Mart. Oh, I don't have enough. The cheerful statue. Cheerful slime never gets hungry or agitated, but unfortunately makes no plort. I don't want this. I feel like this would come in handy when I'm short on food for some slimes. That actually seems crazy useful. But I also do need the little boom bomb guy. Keep the boom slimes a little bit more cheerful. It's very important you keep your slimes happy, you know? Dang it, I don't have any get rich quick schemes yet. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate being poor in Slime Rancher so much. I really hate that the Twitch crashed already and it's only been an hour. And I really hate that it's getting really hard for me to talk and I feel like my voice is just sounding really hoarse. So I think we may have to call it a day here, and then I'm gonna have to come back to Slime Rancher maybe later tonight, like late night, or I'll just be playing some other game, like we'll just do some Battle Royale Ultra Rumble later today. I think today is just gonna be the series of short streams before my throat dies. So just so we can have a long stream tomorrow, I'm going to say thank you all so much for watching my super duper short stream. Please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. I really do just need more followers and subscribers just so I can make emotes. And I really do want to make emotes for you all to spam and have fun with. And so I really do need your help if you are watching to just subscribe, please. I just want to make emotes for everybody. And YouTube won't let me until I get to a certain amount, and I haven't hit that yet. And we have a Discord in the description to let you know when we start streaming, when streams aren't happening, or I'm too sick to stream, or there's technical issues like yesterday. And I couldn't stream yesterday because of technical issues, and today about the delays because I'm kind of sick today. And feeling just horrendous. And having a hard time talking, so I will say goodbye before I lose my voice because I can feel it going. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching my super short stream and me just talk about just whatever the frick on my brain spat out, and I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye and thank you.